All right, good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming and hang out with us for the Average Joe Trading Morning Show. Just want to let you know tomorrow, we're having our usual sneak peek Wednesday, but afterwards, probably around 12 o'clock or so. It may be a little bit earlier depending on how the day goes. I mean, if the morning kind of slows down at 11:15, 11:30, then I'll probably do this at 11:30. But gonna kind of give you an idea, a free webinar to show you how I use trade ideas, not only to find stocks to trade, but also how I use it at night to practice and on weekends and stuff like that, and just how good this tool is and how valuable it is. So we'll be doing that, and then as a result, we'll talk about some of the strategies that I use. So that's just kind of a bonus, but that'll be tomorrow, just after we complete or wrap up the sneak peek Wednesday, and the time is going to depend on my trading, because my number one priority is trading. So that's what I'm gonna make sure I get handled first. Then after that, then we can get into the webinar here. All right, guys, looks like my scanner is a little bit slow. We wanted to get in VRX pre-market around 8 o'clock, but thanks to our buddies at SureTrader, buying power wasn't fixed. It's still not updated, and really, yeah, I've got a lot of patience, and I'm sticking with SureTrader because that's what most of the people I work with have to trade with, because it's starting below PDT, and I'm wanting to demonstrate, wanting to show them how I make money using SureTrader. But if they continue to have these issues and they can't keep their platform to where we can trade freely, then what's the use of using them? There's some things that they're going to have to work out in order to keep the customers. But I don't want to go over and start using Speed Trader, because not everybody can use it. And there are some different things, even though it uses the same platform, like the order process and stuff is going to be a little bit different. But I want to stick with this because I know a lot of the traders, new traders coming out, this is all they can do. And this is, still, even with the problems, it's the best option out there for us who are under PDT. But so it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't deal. But I'm gonna give it some time. I know their customer service has improved by leaps and bounds. And the longer I sit here and watch VRX, the more pissed I get, because we were there. We were there. We were sitting there watching it. 8 o'clock, was ready to pull the trigger, and nothing. But today I'm not going to go to it. I was going to talk to you today a little bit about so I was going to revisit another topic that I talked about probably 2 months ago, and it's the backpack mentality. And it's something that I see that is causing issues with a lot of people, especially in day trading, because you have so many communities out here, so many people are marketing themselves, and they know the buzzwords that catch people. They know what excites us, profits, money, all of these things, anything to do with getting rich and financial security and all of that. These are things that get us excited. And it's hard to stay somewhere or stay in a community where you may not be moving as fast as you want to move. But the reality is, in this industry, you're not going to be able to move fast. It's going to take time. And it's going to take time. And if you haven't learned that, some people have learned it the hard way already. But if you haven't learned it by now, you don't want to learn it the hard way. It takes time to develop into the person that you need to be a successful trader. Only 1% of us have that inherent quality. We just it's just part of us, and we can do this without even thinking about it. But that's only 1% of us. It's just one of those things where we have to, it's a process that we have to follow that's going to help us be the type trader that we want to be. Because the thing is, we have to be sustainable. If we want to make a living trading, we can't hit one big trade every 2 weeks and then give money back in between. That's not a sustainable strategy. So my goal is to bring you along, to teach you the process. That's why I'm going through what I'm going through now, so you can see what the process is, how difficult it is to get to that level. Now once you get there, it's relatively easy because you've already developed the skills that you need to be successful. Developing the skills is what's the difficult part. So you can't have that backpack mentality. If you come in, you unpack, and you try to learn something, and you check out before your learning's done. That's not something that you want to, a habit that you want to get involved in. And that's the main reason why I only have yearly members, and then I have the monthly. There's no in between. You're either going to commit or you're not. And like I said, I'm not in this to make money off of subscriptions. I mean, obviously my prices show that, but I don't mind putting myself out there, and I don't mind helping people that are committed, that are all in. But if you're on the fence, like I'm not too sure, and I don't have time to work with you. You have to make that decision, because what's going to happen is, while you're deciding, money is just going to be flowing out of your pocket, and you're going to be putting some here, putting some there, putting some everywhere. So the main thing is, you want to make sure that when you make a decision, and we talked about going all in, not going all in with your money, but you need to go all in with yourself. And if you're not willing to do that, there's no hard feelings. I've had a lot of people who came in and was like, well, nah, this isn't what I want. Okay, that's great. You know, that's not, I'm not here to be an alert service. I'm here to teach you how to trade and teach you what you need to do to get to the next level. It's not pretty. It's not easy. It's going to get frustrating sometimes. But on the other end of all of this struggle is going to be success. The question is, how bad do you want it? You know, and do you have the discipline, and do you have what it takes to stick with it and see it through? But there's a process that you have to follow that's going to keep you safe, that's going to keep you in the game. And that's what you're going to have to follow. So you don't want to have a backpack mentality. If you decide on something and you say, this is what I want to do, then you owe it to yourself to see it through. Because if you don't, then you're going to have a hard time making it. Alright, so let's look at some stocks here. HTZ is on earnings, VRX is on earnings, W is on earnings. I already know that. I'm not sure about CYTK. I don't remember. That one doesn't stand out just yet. Alright, that's a public offering. Alright, yeah, public offering. And CLNT is not in my wheelhouse. So won't be doing that. See, that will probably be on a small cap watch, but CLNT. But HTZ was the one I was trying to catch pre-market, and I swear, the more I look at this thing, the more upset I get. I mean, I could be up $500 right now. I would be up a good $500. Both of us would be up $500. Yeah, VRX. You see, I don't need to vet all of those because I know those are on earnings. So I don't need to look at FinViz on those. Let's see, VRX. We'll look at it first. I've already had, this has all the levels in it. This is where I wanted to get in right here. I know the conference call was here, but we were looking real good. This was a candle I wanted to get in on. Right at 11. I would be up a good $500 right now on this trade. Just, the perfect pre-market setup. The market was strong. Everything is pushing up. I mean, super strong this morning. Was looking good for long. But that was a good one. And it still may set up. It still may get a pullback. It's kind of overbought now. So I'm looking for possibly a pullback at some point. Maybe to the VWAP or back to this 1123 level. And could possibly get a trade off of it. So we'll be keeping our eye on that one. HTZ, this is Hertz. This is my favorite rental car company. Not sure if we're gonna get any range in this today. That's usually my question with this. You know, we had the big sell-off yesterday when earnings was announced, the big drop, and just kind of flatlined ever since. So not sure if we're going to be able to do anything on this. Let me take all these drawings off. And you can look at the daily chart and kind of see that we don't really make huge moves here. We had this huge gap down, but you know, don't really make huge moves. So we have the 20 here at 15.95, which is well out of play. Didn't mean to draw that. So we have a significant gap down. This will probably be our ceiling here, this 14.32. So let's go back. See if we can find some price action. Or has it gapped down to no. It hasn't got down to 10-year lows. We're on 52-week lows. Yeah, that's a 52-week low. We have some decent windows. It's just not sure whether we're gonna get the crowd to come in and buy this up. This isn't one of these exciting stocks that people like to trade, but I will keep it on watch. We'll definitely keep it on watch here. HTZ, VRX, W was the next one I'm looking at. This is one I've traded in the past, and man, we are strong this morning. Huge gap up. We're trading around 59 at the moment. See if we can find some price action back there. Alright. See, we got the high from back 8/13/2015, and we've gapped over the high here. So this may be interesting. We get a pullback. This may be interesting, but definitely not going to jump in it up here. All right. So we looked at those. let's see, KAMN popped in. Let me see what this looks like. Yep, AAOI was a cash machine. Now, the only reason I can't be upset with SureTrader right now is because they made a platform error that actually paid me some significant money. So I can't be mad at them at this point. Even though I'm mad about this trade, you know, when I think about the mistake they made in my favor, I can't be upset. This was pricing of offering convertible senior notes due 2024. So why are they needing to raise money? That's the question. This huge move yesterday, and let's see, we're trading back here now. The question is why do they need money? So if I was looking to swing trade this, which I like, you know, I really like when I see public offerings, I like to swing trade those, because what I'm looking for is, you know, why do they need money? If they're strapped for cash and things aren't going well, it's usually a good swing short. And if they have a project, you know, they need money to help fund the project or whatever, then it's usually a good long. But I always like to look at those when they come up. That's kind of where I get some of my swing trade watch list from. All right, so we'll take a look at CLNT. I don't think she doesn't like this too much right now because of the way it's swinging. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in this, to tell you the truth. Don't know how much this is gonna move. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, just eyeballing this. And looks like they can't short. Here's a message. That we got. We're currently working to allow shortability in the platform for all shortable stocks. There's got to be a SureTrader issue because DOS doesn't know what their short availability is. So that's got to come from SureTrader. You know, because they have an inventory, they have their own inventory of stocks that they short or that they will let us borrow to short. But then they also have, you know, they can also, you know, borrow from other people as well. Then look at CLNT. So looks like today, we may be dead in the water here. You know, if we can't get our buying power straight, and we can't short, it's kind of a moot point here. I'm sure they're getting blown up this morning. Because people can't trade. Oh, so we'll see. Yeah, Dustin, I don't know if they've had this problem for, I know, a month of sometimes not being able to update the buying power on time. You know, some of us do trade pre-market. You know, we do look to trade pre-market. You know, and without buying power, we just can't do it. So they get it fixed. Awesome. Now we won't be handicapped now. But hey, if they mess up and make me another $700, more power to them. I need not complain. Yeah, CLNT still isn't shortable. They still don't have shares to short. Alright, so I guess I better share my watch list here. If I can find it. Alright, so I will be watching HTZ, VRX W. The small cap watch, we were watching CLNT, but that's not, it's not shortable. And, we were looking at taking it. It wasn't, we weren't in a position to do anything. So we'll be watching those. NVRO, I don't think, I know that's on earnings, I believe. Because I had looked at that last night, I think. Yeah. This one, I'm curious about. I was surprised we didn't get volume early on this. But you see, we breached. Let me get the other chart up here. So you can take a look at it real quick. So I'll probably put this one on watch. And of course, AAOI will be on watch. Always. I was looking for it to possibly breach this level here, which it did. It gapped down. So the next level I saw was here. It's not. This thing isn't working right this morning. It's got some lag to it. There we go. So I saw that level. Then we came down to here. And I was saying there's some pretty nice windows in here. But the problem was this morning I didn't see a whole lot of volume come in this. I thought this would be a stock that would, have a lot of interest. Because of the windows of opportunity we had in here. But you can see we kind of got caught up in this mess. But I think we can fade through this. If we get into this area here, I think we've got some, some better opportunities. Now we do have some price action back here in there. But, it still gives us some good windows. A good window of opportunity here. So NVRO would be on my watch as well. Yep, VRX we did get to pull back to VWAP in the 20. The 20 in my mind is gonna be the key. For this VRX trade. So watching, I'm going to be watching, let me type it as I say it. So we'll be watching NVRO. I was surprised it took that long for it to hit HTZ, VRX, and W. So those are the ones that I will be watching. All right, Selena, you do the same. We're gonna look to stay green here. Alright guys, so don't forget, tomorrow we're having a sneak peek Wednesday, and right after that's over, I'm gonna be doing a free webinar, right here in the morning showroom for you guys, and I will stream it live on YouTube as well. What I'll probably have to do is shut YouTube off and then redo it and then start it back again. But just keep that in mind. You guys stay green. Have a good day. And remember, trade for skill, not for money.